Now, adventure bikes are built to handle everything from cross-country highways to rocky trails, all while packing some serious power and the latest tech. But if you're after a bike that can go the distance and tackle whatever the road throws at you, the heavyweight adventure segment is where you'll find the best options. Today, we're looking at the best 2025 heavyweights. Each pick brings something unique. Some are dirt specialists, others focus on comfort or high-tech features. Now, which one would you trust for your next big ride? Let's break down the pros, cons, and features you need to know. And if you find this helpful, consider hitting like and subscribe to support the channel. Now let's kick things off with a bike that's earned a reputation for doing it all, without emptying your wallet. The Honda Africa Twin stands out in the heavyweight adventure bike lineup for its ability to handle both rough trails and paved roads without compromise. With a starting price just over $13,000, it's one of the most accessible entries in the segment, making it a practical choice for riders who want real adventure capability without a premium price tag. The Africa Twin's reputation for reliability and versatility has earned it a loyal following, and it's easy to see why. Now, at the heart of the Africa Twin is a 1083cc parallel twin engine, delivering 101 horsepower at peak. The engine's torquey character and strong mid-range make it easy to control on loose surfaces and provide some snappy acceleration on the road. Its dirt-ready chassis, 21-inch front wheel, and plenty of suspension travel allow the bike to tackle rocky terrain, while a natural standing position gives riders confidence off-road. The standard model's configuration is especially agile, making it a favorite for those who spend time on both dirt and tarmac. The Africa Twin also offers an impressive suite of electronics and features for its class. You get a 6.5-inch TFT touchscreen display, cruise control, ride modes, adjustable traction control, and cornering ABS on the Adventure Sport ES model. Optional upgrades like the dual-clutch transmission and Showa electronic suspension add versatility, letting you tailor the bike for long-distance touring or technical off-road riding. These features push the Africa Twin further into all-rounder territory, giving riders flexibility for any journey. Now, if you want a bike that balances price, performance, and rugged capability, the Africa Twin checks all the right boxes. But what if your style leans more toward retro-inspired design and classic reliability? Well, that's where our next contender enters the draft. Suzuki's V-Strom 1050 stands out as a pick for practical style and highway comfort. The bike brings a semi-retro look with its distinctive headlight and graphics. There's a subtle confidence to its design that appeals to riders who want something a little different without being loud about it. Priced around $13,500, the V-Strom 1050 sits right in the heavyweight adventure category and goes head-to-head with the Africa Twin for riders who value dependability and a smooth ride. Under the tank, you'll find a 1037cc liquid-cooled 90-degree V-twin engine, pumping out 106 horsepower and 74 pound-feet of torque. Now, it's not chasing the top of the spec sheet, but it delivers predictable, usable power, which is exactly what you want for long hauls and steady highway cruising. Suzuki's focus here is clear. Make a bike that's easy to trust, whether you're new to adventure riding or you just want a straightforward machine that won't let you down. The V-Strom's electronics package includes ABS, traction control, and a crisp TFT display, keeping things modern without overcomplicating the ride. Weight is something to consider. At 529 pounds for the standard model and over 551 pounds for the DE version, it's not the lightest option out there. The DE spec also brings a taller 34.6-inch seat and longer travel suspension, making it more capable off-road, but potentially intimidating for shorter or less experienced riders. Still, if your priorities are road comfort, a touch of retro style, and a bike that just works, the V-Strom 1050 is a solid choice. Suzuki's reputation for reliability and straightforward engineering is on full display here. Of course, not every contender in this lineup comes from a brand known for adventure bikes. Some take a completely different route, shaking up expectations in ways nobody saw coming. The Harley-Davidson Pan America 1250. The wildcard pick for riders seeking a cruiser to ADV breakthrough. Harley-Davidson's Pan America 1250 is a bold entry into the adventure segment, and it's clear the brand set out to challenge its own image. Instead of another cruiser, Harley built a bike that speaks to a new type of rider, someone who wants real off-road capability without giving up signature American muscle. The Pan America's Revolution Max 1250 engine is at the heart of this shift, delivering 150 horsepower and 95 pound-feet of torque. This V-twin uses electronic sequential port fuel injection and is paired to a 6-speed chain drive, giving it power delivery that feels both strong and refined, whether you're rolling on pavement or picking your way through dirt. The Pan America lineup includes the standard 1250, the Special, and the ST variants, each with their own wheel setups to suit different riding preferences. The Special model stands out for its semi-active suspension and adaptive ride height, which uses automatic preload adjustment to lower the seat at low speeds. Now this makes the bike much more approachable for riders who might find tall adventure bikes intimidating, while still offering enough ground clearance for off-road use. The ergonomics allow for easy transitions between seated and standing positions, so you're comfortable on long rides or when the terrain gets tough. Now Harley didn't hold back on technology either. You get a clear TFT dash, multiple riding modes, and a comprehensive electronics suite that enhances both safety and customization. The Brembo brakes with ABS provide strong stopping power and confidence on any surface. Altogether, the Pan America 1250 shows Harley can build a capable adventure tourer that competes with established players and brings something different to the table. Of course, when it comes to setting the benchmark for adventure bikes, one name consistently rises to the top, thanks to its blend of innovation, history, and all-around capability. The BMW R 1300 GS GSA, the gold standard pick for transcontinental touring and tech assurance. BMW's R 1300 GS stands as a benchmark for the adventure segment, shaped by decades of experience and continuous refinement. The new 1300cc boxer engine produces 145 horsepower and 110 pound-feet of torque, offering a strong mix of power and smooth delivery for everything from tight switchbacks to long highway stretches. The latest redesign trims the weight down to 237 kilograms, making the bike noticeably more agile and easier to manage both on and off the road. BMW's adaptive suspension sharpens handling, giving the GS a planted feel on pavement and confidence when the paths turn rough. Technology is a major part of the R 1300 GS experience. The bike's radar systems bring features like front collision warning and blind spot detection, adding a layer of safety that's hard to find elsewhere. Adaptive cruise control and a comprehensive electronics package round out the tech suite, making long days in the saddle less tiring and more secure. The styling moves toward a sleeker profile, reducing bulk and improving maneuverability without losing the GS identity. Now, for riders who plan to rack up some serious miles, the low-maintenance shaft drive is a huge plus. Now the GSA variant ups the ante with a 7.9-gallon fuel tank, extending the range for cross-country or even transcontinental adventures. Now, with a starting price that climbs quickly as you add options, think radar, electronic suspension, and the automatic shift assistant, the GS GSA can easily top $25,000. But for those who want luxury, reliability, and cutting-edge features in a single package, this bike sets a high bar. Of course, the adventure world isn't just about tech or legacy. Some bikes aim to balance all-terrain ability with a unique engine character and a fresh take on versatility. The Triumph Tiger 1200, the versatile explorer pick for riders craving dynamic handling with triple-engine character. The Triumph Tiger 1200 sits at the top of Triumph's adventure range, engineered for those who want flexibility without compromise. Now, it comes in several variants, including the Rally Pro for off-road fans and the GT Explorer for riders focused on long-distance comfort. Each version is built to handle different riding scenarios, so you can find a Tiger 1200 that matches your priorities, whether that's carving up back roads or exploring remote trails. Powering the Tiger 1200 is an 1160cc inline triple engine with a T-plane crankshaft, producing 147 horsepower at 9,000 RPM and 95 pound-feet of torque at 7,000 RPM. Now this setup delivers a distinct sound and feel, hitting a sweet spot between the punch of a V-twin and the smoothness of a traditional triple. The engine's lively nature makes the Tiger quick to respond, and its broad power band feels at home both on the highway and in the dirt. Some riders notice engine vibrations, but Triumph's latest suspension tweaks, especially the Showa semi-active suspension, help keep things controlled and comfortable. The Rally Pro stands out with a 21 and 18-inch wheel set, Showa semi-active suspension, and a 20-liter tank, all tuned for off-road agility. If you need more range and touring features, the Explorer variant adds a 30-liter tank and radar-powered blind spot detection for added safety on long rides. Showa's active preload reduction adapts the suspension to different loads and surfaces, making the Tiger 1200 easy to handle in varied conditions. Now, what really sets this bike apart is its sporty, direct handling. The conventional chassis and fork give you plenty of feedback, making the Tiger 1200 a favorite for riders who want a more involved and responsive ride. 6 riding modes give you even more control over how the bike behaves, so you can fine-tune it for whatever comes next. But if your idea of adventure means tackling the toughest terrain with maximum power and precision, there's a machine that takes off-road capability to another level. For riders who see adventure as a test of skill and want a machine that's built from the ground up for serious dirt work, the KTM 1290 Super Adventure R stands out as the pick for off-road enthusiasts demanding raw power. KTM doesn't try to hide what this bike is about. It's engineered for technical terrain, and everything about it is focused on making tough rides more manageable. At the core is a 1301cc LC8 V-twin engine, putting out 160 horsepower and 145 Nm of torque. Now that's a lot of muscle for a bike that tips the scales at a dry weight of 231 kilograms. But KTM knows that all that power can be a handful when the trail gets tight, so the Super Adventure R comes with an off-road mode. Now this setting dials back the output and softens throttle response, giving you more control when you're picking your way through rocks or sand. The 21-inch front and 18-inch rear wheel combination is a big deal in this class, giving the KTM a clear advantage when it comes to clearing obstacles and maintaining stability on loose surfaces. The WP Explore suspension, with 220mm of travel at both ends, is fully adjustable. Whether you're blasting over hoops or crawling up a rocky slope, you can fine-tune the setup for exactly what you need. The bike's balance, helped by a low-slung fuel tank, makes it feel more nimble than its size suggests. Now, KTM didn't skimp on tech either. The Super Adventure R features an intuitive electronic suite, multiple ride modes, traction control, and advanced ABS to help you adapt to changing conditions. The pricing is competitive, and KTM's reputation for building dirt-worthy machines means you're getting a bike that's consistently rated as a top choice for riders who want to push farther off the beaten path. Of course, not every heavyweight adventure bike is built with dirt as its main focus. Some take a different approach, blending speed, luxury, and advanced rider aids into a package that's just as thrilling on the road as it is capable on the trail. The Ducati Multistrada V4, the thrill seeker's dream pick for speed junkies seeking premium performance. Ducati's Multistrada V4 isn't your average adventure bike. This machine takes the company's sport bike DNA and adapts it for riders who want some serious power without sacrificing comfort or capability. The centerpiece is the 1158cc Gran Turismo V4 engine, borrowed from the Panigale superbike but tuned for long-distance touring. It puts out 170 horsepower at 10,750 RPM and 91 pound-feet of torque at 9,000 RPM, making it one of the most powerful engines in the segment. Twist the throttle and you get instant, exhilarating acceleration. Riders often mention how the howl from the V4 never gets old. But Ducati didn't just focus on speed. The Multistrada V4 is packed with rider-focused tech. You get radar-assisted adaptive cruise control and blind spot detection, both which make highway rides safer and less tiring. The electronic suspension adapts in real time, and the automatic lowering device drops the seat height at stops for easier footing. Rear cylinder deactivation helps manage engine heat in traffic, a thoughtful touch for daily riders and tourers alike. Ducati offers several versions to match different riding styles and budgets. The bike's peak model is aimed at sporty road riders, while the V4 Rally brings the 30-liter tank and enhanced off-road features for those who want to go farther between fuel stops. Across the board, the Multistrada V4 blends Italian performance, advanced rider aids, and a level of comfort that's rare in this class. And with a lineup like this, it's clear that heavyweight adventure bikes cover a huge range of styles and priorities, giving every kind of rider something to get excited about. Each heavyweight adventure bike we've covered fills a distinct slot. The Africa Twin leads with all-around versatility. The V-Strom 1050 brings some practical style. The Pan America 1250 shakes up expectations. The R1300 GS sets the tech and touring standard. The Tiger 1200 delivers triple-powered handling. The KTM 1290 Super Adventure R dominates off-road. And the Multistrada V4 satisfies the need for speed. These bikes highlight how far the segment has come, balancing power, comfort, and technology for every kind of rider. But the question remains, which pick would you put at the top of your list? Let us know in the comments and subscribe for more deep dives. Drive that conversation below, and thanks for watching.